Top 10 Worst Cartoon Movies of All Time. Choosing the best to give recognition is a widespread trend for this era. Here, we are tasked with the opposite, in making a list of the world's top 10 worst cartoon movies of all time. Loaded with a number of straight-to-video releases, here are some of the movies which are surely not recommended for anyone to watch or waste their time viewing. There are some vital Hollywood releases with millions of dollars spent, only to fall directly flat on their face. And CartoonWorldz is going to look at the worst cartoon movies for you. Don't worry, we tortured ourselves watching these for you, so you don't have to. It's what we do. 10. Titanic. The legend goes on. This Italian animated movie, which took 2 whole years for its creation, is one of the worst animated movies in Italian animated movie history. The movie tried hard to bring the same impact the original Titanic, directed by James Cameron, brought to theaters. Unfortunately, the animated makeover did nothing but disturb and offend the viewers. The film shows a group of animals talking on the Titanic, which involves a dog who is a rapper, a cliché mouse, and a strange overall tonal irregularity. One large complaint of viewers were mainly they were upset that such a popular movie sequel wasn't even directed by American directors. Below is a review that should clear any doubts you may have about this movie not being terrible. 9. Food Fight. There's hardly any scene in this movie that you won't be holding back your anger. The directors of the movie clearly thought that kids would watch any movie without complaining, and that a lack of effort in making the movie would just go unnoticed. Famous actors voicing this movie include Charlie Sheen, Chris Kattan, and Hilary Duff, but are surprisingly indistinguishable with the recent release of the movie named Sausage Party. This movie represents horrible work of animation that takes us back to the video game cutscenes in the mid-90s. The production of the movie did cost more than $45 million, which is horrendous considering the end result. 8. Mars Needs Moms. This movie probably doesn't deserve to be in the list of the top 10 worst movies, but when it comes exclusively to the critical response, it deserves to be mentioned, solely based on its poor performance in the box office. On a budget of $150 million, the movie managed to recover only about a quarter, approximately $39 million from sales, making it one of the biggest flops in the history of animated movies. The film featured a generic, boring story and some creepy 3D animation to just make everything worse. Simply put, the movie vaguely resembles a bad makeover of Beowulf or the Polar Express. 7. The Little Panda Fighter. This remarkable attempt at a movie from a Brazilian director failed miserably as he tried to capitalize on the crazy popular animated movie Kung Fu Panda. As expected, being in this list, it failed. The movie was released the same year, and unfortunately, with lousy animation and a plot which practically was the same as Kung Fu Panda, this movie was made to basically be unwatchable. It's all our opinion here at CartoonWorldz, but it is terrible, and becomes extremely boring to watch after just a few opening minutes. 6. Sir Billy. The movie made our list simply because of its incredibly dull storyline. With Sir Billy voiced by someone as incredibly famous and successful as Sean Connery, it makes one expect the character to at least be interesting, but this poorly written plot proved to just overall offend the viewers. Even the vocals failed to make the story interesting, and the baffling cartoon characters and sad plot just made the movie liable to be liked neither by children nor adults. 5. Norm of the North. Yet another epic fail by the Lionsgate animation team. Norm of the North comes with an animation that simply cannot even remotely come close to the level of animation Pixar or Disney achieves. The story is extremely dull, but involves a developer from New York who's being stopped by a polar bear for trying to develop properties over the Arctic. With the scene including unwarranted and just flat out wrong twerking, this movie is not only a little controversial, but just downright unpleasant. Here's a clip which should clear up why this movie didn't need to be made.
Hey, Tiny, what's up, my whale? Can I ask a question?
I don't know, can you?
4. Strange Magic. This movie deserved to be on the list of top 10 worst movies because it didn't quite meet the expectations of its audience, as the movie came out with an incredibly mediocre result. The animation was average, but the main problem was with the ridiculous, strange plot, unexpected pop songs, and most importantly, the lack of comedy in what was supposed to be a comedy. This lack of any real sense of comedy, poor animation, and overall flop of a result to its audience made it an easy addition to our list. 3. Get Squirrely. The film Get Squirrely didn't even see a US release, even though it featured famous voice actors like Will Forte, John Cleese, and John Leguizamo. The weak reputation of the film can be read through poor reviews given on the site Rotten Tomatoes. The animation was creepy, and the generic story was just overall crap, as the squirrel was planning a heist at a massive nut factory. The conclusion critics came up with was that if your kids watch the movie, they will probably fall asleep within the first 10 minutes, or get bored and do other little kid things. But don't take my opinion, see for yourself with this riveting clip.
Mr. B?
You and I are overdue for a little chat, don't you think?
With all due respect, Mr. B, I already told Frankie
Look, this isn't about Francis, it's about the forest.
2. Shark Tale. DreamWorks tried their hand in making a similar fish-talking style movie after Pixar's incredibly successful Finding Nemo, but just couldn't quite capture the success it was going for. It was Pixar's animation that made it so enjoyably watchable, but unfortunately DreamWorks' production failed to do the same. Statistically, Shark Tale was an incredibly successful movie, making $367 million in the box office on only a $75 million budget. Probably thanks to the staggeringly impressive cast of Will Smith, Renee Zellweger, Martin Scorsese, Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro, the list goes on and on. But the movie only managed to cover roughly a 36% Rotten Tomatoes score. It does, however, have a high viewer liking percentage, so if you're incredibly bored or just need background noise, what the heck? Go ahead and throw on this surprisingly successful but still overall number 2 crap of a movie. 1. Any of the Disney straight-to-video sequels. The Disney production team had a very bad habit of releasing sequels to their most popular animated movies. Granted, these movies were successful solely looking at monetary value. And yes, we here at CartoonWorldz understand some sequels to movies are better than others. But movies seem to lose their charm and creativity when they are immediately followed up with half-effort sequels, repeating popular jokes from the first movie, and just overall showing lazy writing. There are many successful movies whose sequels experienced poor reactions from their viewers, to the point where some people just choose to pretend the sequel never happened. Some examples are Tarzan, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and even Aladdin 2, plus many more. Here's a list of every bad sequel reviewed. There are clearly many things that can go wrong when making an animated movie if not done correctly. Western animated filmmakers are struggling to stay relevant, and sometimes producing some of the worst possible movies, but the best ones for lists like these. We apologize if any of your favorite movies ended up on our list, but just know we absolutely love cartoons here at CartoonWorldz. Good or bad, we're gonna watch it. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, let us know, and feel free to leave a comment on the next list we should make.